Why is it I break up with the guy and then 4 months later he's engaged to somebody else? It's because that musical chair bit went on. He was like, oh, well, she's really nice. I'm probably not going to do much better. Boom. I'm going to pick this one.
Yeah. Because
that's how guys pick. We are strategic.
Our prerogative for relationship is not predicated on love and love alone. You women prefer it to be full of happiness and love. Men don't. We can be in a relationship where we are not loved, but we are respected as men of the house, and we'll stay. That's the whole difference. You want to feel love rather than you.
How are you married?
Right.
I can't with this guy.
Are you alpha or beta at this point?
Like, how the fuck are you married? We need to get your wife on here. I need to meet
for the exact same reason that you are not.
Oh my God! Because I chose
what marriage is. I'm so fine being single.
Like, I chose to be happy.
What?
I just said women preferred love and happiness, whereas us men preferred respect. Didn't say anything about the women. I'm not saying you don't want love or happiness.
As we say here in the South, bless your heart.
Right. See, you know what? I guess I'll be single for the rest of my life then. Because
that's your choice.
I want to be, I want to feel love. I want to feel happiness. And yes, respect too. But I'm not going to stay with you solely because you respect me. There's other factors that play a role.
You are confusing what I just said. Men need
I'm
feel
saying
respected.
Exactly what you just said.
What I said is we men would rather have respect than to be loved. Whereas it's different for women. They want happiness and love. That's exactly what I said.
Here's my question to you. Isn't me showing you respect, me showing you love? Because that's your love language. So again, you just contradicted yourself.
Sorry, repeat that again.
I said, by me giving you respect, isn't that me showing you and giving you love? Because that's your love language of what you want as my man.
No. Respecting me is saying, hey, babe, we've got a big thing coming on. What do you want to do? What's your decision on this? We have a large amount of money in the bank. The kids need XYZ. What's your decision? That's respect. You loving me is making me coffee in the morning, which is nice.
That's an act of service.
Right.
In what sense? You have to love someone to make them coffee in the morning.
No.
Hell no, you don't.
No, I don't. That's an
I can go to work and make my coworkers coffee. Don't mean I love them.
Exactly.
Act of kindness.
Talk about
relationship.
Talk about relationships here, not.
Have you ever cooked a home cooked meal for your man and he absolutely loved it, regardless of whether it tastes good or bad?
Have you guys ever got up in the morning and just made your man some coffee? And just made your man some breakfast?
I'm just listening to him talk at this point because this is his show. He doesn't. He does not like. Yeah, this is his show. So I'm just gonna. I'm just listening now.
What are the points that you disagree with, and let's discuss that.
What you don't want to discuss them. That's the problem.
Which are what? What were they? I'll listen. I won't talk.
So you would stay in a. I'm just trying to understand you. So you would stay in a marriage where you're not really necessarily happy, but you're respected.
Yes.
Place.
And why again?
Because I need respect to know that people are respecting me rather than loving me. I have better influence with me being respected than you loving me. You loving me you can decide against me and still love me, but if you respect me, you will do anything to have the betterment of us as a unit as your sole focus. My kids can love me and still go commit a crime. But if my kids respected me, they will do as I say and do and carry on the values that I have as a man. My wife can love me and still go and do whatever that she does. But if she respects me, when she goes out into public and be around other people, she will do and act according to what the relationship is and what the values that relationship is built upon. That is respect. I would rather have that than to have love. And I don't predicate my metric for measurement in relationship and happiness. I don't pursue happiness. It's a byproduct of me fulfilling my responsibility as a man, as a husband, as a father. Me getting up every morning, going to do my job, working 9 to 5, 7 to 4, 7 to 5, whatever, The byproduct of that is that I get to see my kids growing up and being sheltered and being loved by a woman that is fully in her femininity and is respecting me as a man.
But if she loves you, she's going to respect you.
I don't care whether she loves me or not. If she respects me, that's what is more important to me.
I need to be loved. I'm sorry.
I didn't say women don't need love. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as a man, it is much more important for me to be respected than to be loved. Where it is different for you ladies. You'd rather be loved than to find happiness in the relationship. You have to be happy and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So basically you're saying that we would rather just be loved but not respected in our relationships.
What? That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
Like, that's where I'm confused. Like, you want to be respected over love, but then you just said that women want to be loved.
I said
which
prefer
basically
to
means
be
that we don't
loved
want to be
and to find
respected?
happiness. Do you want respect or do you want love and happiness?
I can't have
all three. Are men not capable of all three?
Okay.
I can't be respected if I want happiness, and I can't have happiness if I don't want respect. Like,
here's a scenario.
This is why I don't understand how you're fucking married.
Shannon, listen. Me respecting you as a man is, say, down the relationship 10 years, you get a little bit overweight. You know, you're feeling down and gloomy. Me respecting you is saying, hey, you need to fix your shit, okay? You're feeling dark and gloomy, but this is how we're going to do it. You're not going to want me to say that. Me respecting you is respecting that you have a moral obligation to yourself to be the best version of yourself. That's me respecting you. That's what my wife does to me. Hey, you're getting a bit overweight. You need to play with the kids more. Cool, shit, I am getting overweight. If I turn that around and I say that to you, you would not like that, would you? That's what I mean. Respect, love, and happiness are preferred things that it's not one or the other. It's just what women prefer and what men prefer.
Please. Sorry.
If you want respect over love and happiness, that's fine, but that's what respect is. I respect you as a woman in my relationship, that I want you to be the best that you could be. And the best that you could be is being physically, emotionally, mentally checked. And if you get a little bit overweight and whatnot, me respecting you is saying, hey, you're not looking too great and you're not acting too nice. Maybe you need to go get yourself a gym membership. That's respect.
Oh, Shenequa. I'll let you take this one. I'll let you take this one.
I mean, these are
I just feel like love and respect, it goes hand in hand. If you don't love me, you don't respect me. If you don't respect me, you don't love me. Why do I have to choose between love and respect? I'm your wife. You should give it to me off the rip. You should respect me. You should love me. You should want to see me happy, but vice versa.
I would brutally be honest with you. Right?
Say it again.
If I respect you, I will brutally be honest with you, but we sacrifice honesty in some instances so that you are loved and you are happy.
Do you have kids?
I do. I have 2 beautiful kids.
Fantastic. How old are they?
9 and 4.
All right, 9 and 4.
1 daughter and 1 son.
Fantastic. So after you had your first child, how quickly did you turn to your wife and tell her that her body's not back to what it was prior to her first pregnancy?
I didn't, because I loved her and I wanted to be happy.
Her.
Because you love her.
If I respected her, I would have been honest and said, hey, yeah. So you prefer love and happiness. That's exactly my point.
That's the point.
You loved her. But my question is, were you disgusted by her?
No, why would I be?
Were you turned off at the fact that her body just didn't bounce back overnight?
No, why would I be? I never said anything in that sense.
I'm asking a simple question. Because you literally just turned it all physical, saying like, honey, if you gain a couple pounds, like, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
That's what respect and honesty is about. Yes? Holding people accountable in that sense?
Yeah.
But that's not what women want, do you? You don't want me to be brutally honest about your body.
No, I do. I do. This is a thing. sometimes it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. But you as my husband, but like you as my husband,
I will say it the way that you feel loved and feel happy. If I respect you, I would not cut around the corner. I would not sugarcoat it. I will be honest as a man would be. That's not what you want. You want it to be said a certain way that appeals to you. You feel loved, accepted, and happy in this relationship.
Oh, I think Fatty made a great point right here. A man can love you and cheat on you. A man that respects you will not cheat on you. You want love or respect. I mean, that's a good point right there. That's why, like I said, like we look for different things. But I want to ask you, ladies, can you respect somebody and still not love them?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can respect somebody, but you don't necessarily love them.
Yeah.
You can still respect them, right?
You can respect somebody and not like them, but respect them.
Well, are we talking about just somebody, or are we talking about
relationship too? Like I can respect my husband, but like not be in love with him.
Why would you be married to somebody you're not in love with?
Exactly, and then that's it, and that's what I'm saying. I have to marry for love. It has to be more than just respect. I need to feel something. But I can
respect is much more important for a man than love.
Clearly, because
No, I want to ask, do you understand why respect is much more important?
Now that you put it into your words, I understand, I guess, from a man's standpoint.
Yeah.
But women, like I said, we are emotional creatures. And so we have to feel that love. We have to feel like, I have to feel that.
Yeah.
Coming from a man, listening to you, okay, I understand.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all. That's why I said men prefer respect, whereas women prefer love and happiness in relationship. I'm not saying we wouldn't want to be loved or to have happiness. It becomes a byproduct and being good people to each other and being better for each other. But we prefer to be respected above all things. Whereas women, you prefer to be loved, to be happy, and to be accepted.
Yeah, but I still say, like, if you love me, you're not going to cheat on me. If you respect me, you're not going to cheat on me. I still think it goes hand in hand.
Okay.
In my opinion.
What do you mean
can
by
love someone and still betray someone, right? But if you respect me, if you were to make a decision that is to the betterment of me, and you respect me, you would decide what's best. But you can love me and decide something that is completely not the best for me. That's why mothers shelter kids, because they love them so much, but that's not the best course of actions for children. Right? Love can kill, whereas respect, you would protect what it is or who it is that you respect. Why? Because you find something or a value within them that is true to what you want or what you see in other people that you treasure. That's why respect is much more important for us men. When we go out into the real world, it's not going to be nice to us. So we want other men who respect us.
At all.
I know, but
it's harsh.
I know, that's the whole thing about this thing where we are talking about. We want men to step up and be good men, not nice, vulnerable men. Whereas you have a lot of women now who are telling men, no, you have to be vulnerable, you have to be emotional.